could give me that same feeling, that same
right.
hires ad for teachers. I was like, you know what? That scares me. So maybe I should do it. Yeah. So maybe I should do it. I never taught before. I knew I could show somebody how to do something. I could instruct. Situation. I got hired on the 1st. I did training and shadowing 2 teachers, and by my 4th day, the educators that was in the building situation where we talked to, but the best thing to do is to give them somebody with a fresh start.
Right.
So they gave them to me, and I've had that class ever since. I love teaching. I didn't realize I would love it as much as I do, and it's amazing. It's such a joy because these girls go through a lot. They go through so much just to get to school. I'm not gonna tell their business, but let's tell you. Sometimes we just gotta have mommy-daughter moments. A couple of my girls are like, yes, that's definitely my second mom.
Right.
As your educator.
Right.
So I have girls from other classrooms that are always like, Miss Cherie, can I come into your classroom today? Like, no. you gotta have permission to do that. Y'all just can't start transferring in here just because you want to be with me. No. But, I love that they want to learn from me, that they come seek me out. They're doing things in their other classes, and then they'll come find me on their breaks and be like, look what I did today, or I had this client today and this happened, and they'll share their stories with me and their excitement and their passion, and I love that. I love being able to feed that for them, and they are brilliant, wonderful girls, and they make me so proud.
Well, I just seen you had posted up something that y'all had done in the classroom.
Man, yeah, we killed it, literally.
Literally, it was a crime scene.
Literally. So shout out to China, one of my students. She had this idea of, we had to come up with a theme for Regis Day. Empire has a partnership with Regis and Regis salons and products. And so what happens is we have a Regis Day every couple of months, and the students get to go on interviews with the people that come out from the salons, and pre-salon, which is what I teach. They pick a theme, and then they style the model from head to toe based on that theme.
Right.
So our theme, one of my students she's awesomely weird, like myself, so I can't really talk, but she came up with this idea of doing this crime scene. So I was like, okay, well, what's our crime, what's our theme to it? So basically we slayed our model so hard that we literally killed it. She's literally no longer here. Shout out to Camille. So yeah, we I had some working on nails. I had them in there working on hair. Somebody else is doing makeup while somebody else is doing somebody else's makeup. It was like a good, well-oiled machine. They were in there working and having fun, and they were so excited, and it was just awesome to see as they finished it. And I posted the video. It turned out absolutely amazing. So let me run down the list of my baddies right now. my prime suspects. We have Brene. I'm not going to shout out you guys' Instagram names because right now I can't remember all of them. But Brene, Shabria, China, Dana, Camille, Latavia, Lakeisha, trying to think of all of my students before I forget somebody and it kill me. Tahira, China, my girls that are on the floor now, Savannah, Aviana, Antoinette, Melissa, Jazz, my other classroom, Brittany, Megan, Destiny, Ira, April, Oprah, nighttime students, because I do doubles, everything. They got me all over the building. Anybody that I forgot, please forgive me. Jay, Savannah, Shyla, Nikaya, everybody. I love you guys. Ebony. Gosh, it's so many of you. It's so many of you, but I love you all equally. And you guys make me so immensely proud every day. Like you just don't understand. They are amazing group of girls. They are an amazing group of girls.
And I mean, and that's like I said, because the day that I came up there to you asked me to come up there and talk, and I was like, what am I supposed to talk about? What the world?
Yes.
And then I had to go behind this amazing woman who was just, and I was like, I got to go up after
Shout out
her.
to Taisha Downer, who
Right.
I just did another, I partially helped her styling with a new movie that she has coming out called The Ruin Agency. It's a really, really funny film. You guys should check that out. Diamonds in the Rough, our first web series turned film. I believe that's on Netflix. Actually, it's definitely on YouTube. She has 1,000 books.
Yes.
All the many things. Taisha, D, all my Diamonds in the Rough fam. I love you guys too. Shout out to Michelle. It's so much, so many things.
Yeah, that's
and
why
Chloe,
I
yes,
can't-
my sister, I love you.
I can't shout out people because for one, I don't remember people, and there's just too many people.
The pressure and the lights. This is like a real spotlight and everything. Like, so forgive me if I forgot anybody, but everybody. Oh, Darren Fleet.
I love him.
Man, did his first music video, styled him when he was at the play. For Taisha, she turned one of her books into a hit stage play. It was really, really good. We had sold out the whole 2 weekends that happened. Yeah, so shout out to Darren. Shout out to DDM who blessed me with my first album cover. If you guys have beautiful gowns, you can download it everywhere and anywhere right now. It is an amazing hip hop album. And check out the hair on the cover because that is your girl right here.
That album was it's still one of my favorites.
It is. I mean,
Chop is like my favorite song because that whole album, because the beats and all that he did, he's so multidimensional, and I've loved him since I first met him years ago. Yes, and he's just an amazing person, and you know he's been able to accomplish a lot of different things, especially outside of.
He inspires me so much, man. Him and Hunter Hooligan, TT the artist. You guys are my, like. I'm looking at you guys like, yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna grow up and be just like them. They are doing it, especially DDM, like all the different things. Him doing something as simple as being interested in politics and reading Omarosa's book because he just wanted to, and it parlaying into the status that he is now, and just how easy and how seamlessly that all happened. Like he definitely inspires me.
It was crazy because he was getting on his live and he was reading he was reading the book. He was reading the book.
He was just simply reading the
And
book, and it was
somehow,
awesome.
I don't know if somebody tagged Amoroso or what, but she commented, and then he ended up sitting down and talking with her on live. You know, it's like, you know, just that simple, you know.
That's social media.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
And then when he brought out beautiful gowns, and I'm listening to it, and I'm just like, he's so Baltimore. Because like I'm listening to his songs, and like I said, Chop is like one of my favorite, and you can hear Baltimore all through it.
Absolutely.
But then you listen to like some of his other songs, and like they're very like he's multidimensional, and that's what I like in a project and in an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I remember.
Absolutely.
Do you remember? I don't know. Were you around when he did that battle with A Class? He did that battle with A Class.
Oh, you know what?
That was down at the Red Maple.
Yeah.
And you know, for years, people would ask him, you know, are you gay? And he would be, what does it matter? Just listen to my music. You know, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Right.
Just listen to my music.
I'm just dope. So
Right.
it shouldn't.
And
None of that matters.
He's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal person. And when I seen that you had done that, I was like, oh,
Man.
her work is being seen everywhere now. Like
And
everywhere.
If somebody would have told me when I first started doing hair and I got my license that Finger Waves would have got me an album cover, I'd be like, yeah, no, I don't really think that's going to happen like that. But, you know, shout out to DDM. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you. It's an amazing feeling working with him, performing with him, because he did the Baltimore Food Truck Festival either last year or the year before last, and he actually wanted me to dance with him on one of his numbers on stage.
Aww.
And so it's like, I mean, it's so many parts to like our relationship, and him as a friend, him as an artist. If you listen to his cabinet meetings that he has regularly, like that's him all the way through and through. His music, him in fashion, him, you know, all of that is definitely still true to who he is behind closed doors. Like, he is really an amazing, extremely wise, intelligent person, and just all around awesome friend.
So you're trying to read the comments, I guess.
Reading aloud.
But I was like,
so smart.
isn't he?
Yeah. So real quick, guys, while we're talking about all my different facets and money making industries I got going on, back to the whole edible situation. Not only do I make, like, you know, your classic brownies and cookies and such, which is why I brought the drinks in to show, like, there's all kinds of different ways that you can indulge. We also brought you guys some treats, some brownies. You know, you guys can get in on this chocolatey goodness if you like.
So I'm even afraid. Should I even ask you which one was in here? Or
It's more than one.
Oh my.
So like I said, I infuse pretty much everything. So that has the oil, the sugar, and the butter in it. No, thank you.
So I can take home to my life.
Yeah, so, you know, I do, please do. I hope she
Don't tell her I had one and didn't get
one. Please take one to your wife.
I love
Absolutely.
that.
Happy wife, happy life, you guys.
I actually
remember
love his wife. His wife is awesome. I just love her to death. She just, you know, and that's why I like her.
Awesome.
And she when she's here, and she takes the pictures, after the shows or whatever. She wants to this way, this way, down here. You know what I mean? Yes.
If your photographer's not doing all of that, then
Well, see,
you
I
got the wrong one.
always have this issue because I have a lot more male friends than female friends. And so when I meet people, they genuinely kind of vibe towards me. I don't, just because I'm a genuine person. So then when I meet their girlfriends or their wives, I'm like, oh, they're not gonna like me. They're not just that's just my first thing. They're not gonna like me. It's gonna be an issue, a problem, But from the very first time that I met his wife, she's just been. She's just been wonderful. She'll talk, like I see her at show, like they're at a show or whatever. She comes up to me, hugs me. Jay's wife, how I got introduced to him is he told her I was his second wife.
Yours work wife.
This is before we even worked. That's before we even worked together.
That's a real thing, though.
That was before we even worked together.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, this is Lisa, my second wife." I said, "What?" She was like,
Okay.
Nay was just shaking her head like, "Whatever."
Because your husband, you get to a point where it's kind of like, yep, that's the kind of things he's going to say, and he meant that.
No.
And it's okay, because I know what he meant by that.
Right there.
Like, it's fine.
So he's, it's always the same. We were in here, and I said something about him having my bail money. Because something I was dealing with or whatever last week. I think it was last week. A week before, and I said something about him having my bail money. He was like something. He said something. I said, "But I'm supposed to be one of your wives." And he was just like busted out laughing. Like when we're somewhere and he'll say that, "But you're my wife," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness." People are like, "Wait a minute, hold up, that's not Jay's wife." But
right, stop telling people that.
But it's all out of love.
Right. That's what they do.
It is all out of love.
Type of stuff this one probably doing, telling people he got these grown children walking around and stuff like that. Got all these daughters and kids and stuff everywhere.
Man,
Shout out
when
I got daughters.
I went to go and pick him up. Was it last week?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I can think of is these people in this apartment complex gonna go back down the street. I seen him in a car with some white girl. And he was like, Sheree be like, really?
Yeah,
what she look like?
See, I'm such a clown. I'll be like, oh, wait till I see him. What she look like?
Right.
What kind of call was it?
But
I'm surprised.
Right. Like, oh yeah, you just wait till I see him. But that's just the kind of stuff that goes through my head when people cause I've always had.
People are like that though. They're genuinely like that.
And it seems like with me, people always I've always wanted, because even though everybody says, "Oh, you put your life out there on Facebook," not all my life, just what I want you to know,
right?
Or what I want you to assume and whatnot. You know what I mean? So people don't know who I'm dating. So I've been accused of so many people. Oh, I thought that you was with. No, that's just a friend. Yeah. My friend only is that one person because I've told him I love him because I almost lost him. So to have I just go on his page and be like, "Love you," and then he would come to my page and be like, "Love you," So and I would post up pictures that we've taken and all. You're like, I thought that you always together. No, that's just my friend that I love, genuinely. So, I just got a phone call today from my friend Wazay, who is currently in Jessup. He was supposed to be getting life plus 40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing but just kill somebody. But, yeah, I should be saying free Wazay on my page
every day,
right? Every day. But he's doing 25, and he's in there doing a lot of good, positive things, and he wants to do a lot of positive things. He was actually doing movies and stuff. Danny, I can never pronounce his last name right. the one that does the machete.
Trejo.
Trejo.
Mhm.
You know, he was doing movies.
Shout out
with
to
him.
Danny Trejo.
I
Probably
love
not
him.
gonna watch this, but
I love it. I hope so.
that would be
I-
nice if you did, though. Shout out to you, though.
I love him. He's like one of my favorite like bad guys. But
He's
he's a bad guy, but a good
Yeah.
guy. Like
Yeah.
you know.
He's the one you love to hate. Like, you want to see him. You want to see him in.
But Wazé was doing movies and he was doing stuff like that, you know, and that to hear people doing stuff like you know, you know, people might know you from you know, doing hair, but then when they go, okay, well, she does hair, but she's worked on this web series and she's worked on this play and she's done this and she's done that, you know, so to be able to expand what you're doing is, you know, I love to see my friends progressing.
It's fun. It's fun. Every new thing, every new avenue, every something different is a lot of fun. It's a challenge, and I love evolving. That same aunt I was joking about earlier. She taught me a long time ago. She said, you know, a woman should reinvent herself every chance she gets. And I have always held that close to my heart. And anytime I do have that chance to reinvent myself, I do, and I will. I feel like as women, it's really our duty to evolve and to continue the culture and continue the legacy that we want to leave behind. We say that a lot about our men, and you know, we do want our men to do that. We do root for our men to do that and want our family dynamic to be that the fathers and our husbands are leaving things behind to our children. But we also want to leave a little legacy.
Right.
You know, we want to have something that we can say, yeah, I did this. And now I want to help you the best that I can to push you further than what I did.
Right.
So, you know, I'm just always down for the culture, trying to make my way and on this journey. And I still feel like, you know, even through everything that I've done, it's still the beginning of my career. Right. And you know, I'm grateful for everything, and I'm just taking it one day at a time and seeing where it leads me next.
Right.
Yeah.
So, have you tried to do, because you know, with Baltimore, we have, we did have some series being filmed here, some TV series being filmed here, but we've had, you know, movies come through here and do all that. Have you tried to get into, you know, doing the makeup or the hairstyling, or trying to?
In a backdoor sort of way, you kind of gotta pay your way into being SAG-AFTRA and such. And it wasn't something that, especially at the time when I was working on a movie, that I wanted to invest in at that moment. I kind of wanted to see where the first couple of things I did would take me first, and to see where I would go from there. But I definitely, you know, made connections with people that, so by the time that I did start to go there, that it would be, you know, something really amazing, and I would, you know, go from doing something local to moving across the country.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that all, you know, because I know like they'll come reach out into the community to get extras. But I didn't know if they would reach out to the community to have. Sometimes
they do. Sometimes they'll put out something on Craigslist even, or they'll do. There's a site that a friend of mine that I met on set kind of put me on to, where basically, you know, it just lists all the gigs that are coming, and you can just apply.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the time, sometimes it's just a situation of knowing the right people. A lot of the things that I've done, a lot of the people that I've worked with, like Sid Jones and people that, you know, that are, you know, really well known, has actually been through and humble. Like somebody that I did a photo shoot for a long time ago, or somebody who actually knows me through somebody else.
Right.
Well, like, you know, referred me, and then that's how I got the job. It's just, and I tell my students this all the time, this industry is 80% customer service, 20% skill.
Right.
You know, if you have the right attitude, if you're willing to really network, speak to people, be on time, be the utmost in professionalism, which is something that we definitely lack a lot of times. Is just having those simple things will get you in doors that you never thought that you would be into. Having you do things that you thought, you know, oh, I gotta really pay to do this, or I gotta leave the city or the state to do this. I gotta be in New York or Cali to do this. Actually, you don't.
Right.
You know, just be on the up and up. How I basically got a lot of my other gigs and being a all-inclusive stylist, I would be hired for hair, but pack my makeup stuff still, pack my wardrobe stuff still. I would have safety pins, regular clothespins, my steamer, my little sewing kit, just to have something minor, because buttons happen, zippers happen, you know, having a little wax stick that help with the zipper. Like I said, safety pins, stuff like that. If I was hired for makeup, I would still have things for hair. Sometimes people forget minor things like rubber bands or bobby pins and such like that. And, you know, and then you're yelling on set like, oh, shoot, I forgot this. Or does anybody have such and such? And then you're like, I'm the only one every time. I did. Or you need, hey, no matter what I was doing, I had a rolling suitcase with me. And it had everything inside. So that way, not only did I leave, was I prepared, but I was over prepared. And then I left a lasting impression of, okay, she really does do everything. Right. So that would always, you know, lead me into somewhere else. Right. And of course, you know, my answer is always, of course. Yeah. I'll be there. When? Where? Right. What are we doing? Sure, I'll do that. So yeah, it's been cool.
And to hear you talk about like certain things, and you know, my show is primarily known for me having, you know, hip hop artists on the show. Yeah. But it's called In the Spotlight for a reason, because people like yourself who want to talk about what they do and promote their, you know, their business or businesses, you know, even down to Empire Beauty School. Maybe there's somebody out there that decides they want to do hair and not just do it in the kitchen.
And I mean, really, me being on the show, honestly, hip hop has been a big part of my career. Part of my career.
We met through hip hop.
Yes, we met through our love of hip hop. My first actual like gig, like actual concert, backstage, green room, getting things together, getting the artist prep was Bar Cardi. Shout out to Bar. Family, Down Bottom, Campfield, you know, I love you guys. He actually was the person who recognized, okay, that's what you want to do. I see you. I like how you put things together, whatever. Help me put my show together. Help me, you know, put myself together for my show. And so I would do that. I started doing Cream's makeup and hair for a few shows. Yeah. So this is like way back.
But I'm sorry, because did you have anything to do with him coming out of the rafters of Bourbon Street?
Oh no. That was just when I started. I remember that show though. Yes. I remember that show. That was a lot of fun.
Because they told us that
our whole neighborhood was in there. That was one of like Campfield's deepest prize moments. Well, Bar coming out that sailing will forever be a hood classic.
They had told us, they were like Frank was running at the time. His name was EC. I still call him EC. But he was running around and he was like, "Oh, Bar got locked up." Da, 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 da. And so all this commotion's going on. All of a sudden, you just see Bar rappel from the top, and then
I remember him saying that he was going to do that.
Right.
And I remember when after like, you know, the hospital and everything and losing his foot, we had joked about him doing the Ram's Head show and having one of those riding scooters and coming out like through the crowd and on the stage driving all crazy and stuff. We even like was like looking up scooters online and everything like that. We ended up not doing it, but
of course,
yeah. But you know, that's ball all the way. Like amazing artist, even better friend and family. But yeah, that you know, that was definitely a lot of, I wish I had more to do with that, but no, I just remember him telling me about it before it happened and helping him, you know, like pass out tickets and stuff for the show and being there. But shortly after that, you know, he gave me my first couple of gigs, and I really appreciate him for that.
Yeah, because that was at a time when not many, like, the artists and the rappers they don't think about style. You know what I mean? They don't think about style.
They know, and they swear they can dress. They swear they are the flyest things out there.
I mean, I've been at shows and the females got on stage. I'm like, ooh. As my friend Britt came up here. We were at Bowhagers. This house all long ago.
Woo, Bowhagers! Oh man,
there was a girl in there. And she I'll forget. Well, I don't even know what she had on, but she had on something crazy. And Britt was like, "She ain't got no friends." I said, "Why you say that?" I said, "She's got all her girlfriends right there." She said, "Cause not one of them told her not to wear that tonight."
Man,
and that's why I say some of these female artists, they get on stage and I be like, who told you that looked good together?
I need you to just hand out my card. Like, just start handing people my card from the show at shows.
Like the artists with T-Pain.
Oh,
when we go see the T-Pain show.
I don't know who that young lady was, but
Pockets.
Oh, shout out to her. Those pants that it wasn't a good look, sis. I'm sorry. It wasn't. A1, you look like trash also, just to let you know. T-Pain was awesome. He was awesome. He looked awesome. It was an amazing show.
Well,
the two people prior, to the point where she came out just for people, just because they wanted the crowd to give her another round of applause, and people started booing because they were afraid that she was about to perform again. It was that bad.
Dang.
So I just want to say, you know, the hashtag once again is there for a reason. You need a stylist. You need the right stylist.
Right.
I say that because sometimes there's some of these celebrities that got stylists too that, you know,
Family members.
or somebody who they thought was going to give them the right look and it wasn't.
Because
it was not.
I mean,
it was a fail. That's what it was.
Like I said, you can tell that a lot of the underground, you know, local artists, they're not thinking about that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely not. You look like you about to walk down to the corner store, not that you're about to go on stage at all. And for that, I mean, for some people, that aesthetic worked for them. I mean, look at ODB. Look how far he got in his career for just being himself. Who he wanted to be. People like Redman, who he wanted to be who he wanted to be. You know, if that's your look, that's your aesthetic, that's fine. You know, do you, be you. Like I said earlier, I never want to change anybody, but if you want to get to a certain level or be respected at certain tables, you know, you're going to have to dress the part.
Right.
At some point, somehow, somewhere, you're going to have to dress the part. Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's saying change who you are,
right.
But, you know.
And I mean, it's almost...
you need a stylist, bottom line. That's the end
reminds
of
me
it.
of, you know, those episodes of Maury Povich when the moms are all run down and they give them a makeover. And and that's basically what a makeover is you get somebody to style you, put you in clothes that you never thought would look good on you or whatever. And because like Jay, yeah, Jay does a show and there's like 5 different wardrobe changes. Comes out with these glasses on and a jacket, and I'm like, and it comes out there looking. I'm like, he looks like he's about to do a photo shoot for like, I don't know, Gap or something. He's got all these pants and these, yes, like it's just like I'm waiting for him to see, like, yeah. But it's because it's something different than I'm not used to seeing him in these pants, and they're kind of rolled, and the cuffs kind of rolled up, and he's wearing these like almost like boat shoes, and I'm just like,
that's the look. That's the look.
And it's just like,
shout out to him. That's it. That's
right,
and
it kind of throws you because you're so used to seeing somebody get up there with a t-shirt and a pair of pants, pair of jeans on, and here comes Jay out there with he'll have a hat on or something, and I'm like, okay, but that's all in the attraction, to get the attraction of
audience.
I mean, even if it's a mess, it's going to be memorable,
right?
Either way,
but I think it's because he's gearing to like a different, like maybe demographic or whatever. So he's basically dressing the part of of what he wants. If Jay was going to just perform in front of people who just wear t-shirts and jeans, and he's going to get on stage with some t-shirt and jeans. But he's dressing like he's Abercrombie and Fitch. Like it was just all these like what I mean. And that's exactly who. You're laughing at it, but that I'm telling the truth.
I know that's a big
like,
gap.
I don't know, because guess what? I shop at Walmart.
Wow, hey, it's nothing wrong with that.
But you know what I mean, like, but to see Jay, somebody, a stylist, come and style him, like, and I'm just like, oh, okay, all right. But it's like I said, I don't think I guess they just don't see the point of it, and maybe at this point in their career or whatever they want to do, maybe a stylist for them is not what they need.
Budget.
It was not, it was not what they need. They just, just ask them, "Does this look good?" Yeah, okay. And right. The stage, but I forgot what I was going to say. It was something about the girls that are taking your class. I know when I was there that day, we talked about because I asked them, I was like, what do you want to do? One girl was like, she doesn't want to do makeup, one girl was like, she's just doing hair, so they have it in their minds what they want to do. Do you think that over the course, because how long is the course, for being in school?
It's about 11 months.
Okay.
It's about 11 months.
So primarily almost 100% of them end up changing their minds on the things that they want to do.
Of course. I've had girls come in saying, "Oh, I'm just here to do wigs and lace fronts," and then they end up falling in love with the nail mud and change their whole perspective.
Right.
Or they fall in love with skincare mud because it's so in depth.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, well, now I want to have a whole spa because so they can get facials and massages, and then they change their whole dynamic of what they wanted to do, and it's just funny. I just sit back and be like, oh, okay. Oh, you like that, huh? Yeah, you remember you told me you didn't want to do none of that. Yeah. Now we can. Oh, Miss Cherie, can we do? No. How about we can't? No, actually, I'm joking. I definitely. I'm like, sure. Let's learn whatever you want to do. New things that come out, and they're like, oh, do you know how to? And it's not in the curriculum. We have days set aside for, okay, let me just show y'all some stuff.
Right.
And we, try things out. We do different things. They have student service day, which most of the time turns into Miss Cherie work day, where I just do all of their hair and nails for free and makeup and such. But no, they're really. They really come in with one perspective and leave out with another, and it's interesting to see how their minds and their situations change and how things work out.
Right, and they're different ages as well, because because I think I was in there when I was in there. It looked like one girl looked like she may have just came out of high school, and then there was another lady who looked like she was a little bit older, like maybe in her 20s or later. So like,
it definitely varies. I have a lady that's there that's in her 60s.
Really?
She's an evening person. This is a second career for her.
Oh, okay.
When I went to school, I actually had someone who was older. She was in her 50s, 60s. It ranges. For the most part, it is fresh out of high school, very young, very rambunctious type of girls. But there is a sprinkle of the older ones in there, people who are, like I said, this is second, third career for them, and they just want to follow their passion at this point and be something different. Some that just feel like, oh, it's something to do because I don't want to. My mother told me I needed to work or go to school, and so I'm gonna just go to school to do hair.
Right.
How they say it. And I tell them at the very beginning, don't you ever short your license. Cosmetology is the study of hair, skin, and nails, and that's what you do. You do not do hair.
Right.
So I make sure that they enjoy all facets and they see all different sides and how the potential of what their career could be.
Because like I said, the day I came up there, and just some of them were very engaging. Some of them were like, at least I'm not doing anything in class right now.
It's always those few. It's always those few.
Because you had one young lady, I don't know if she's still there or not, but she just wanted to do everything and anything, and she it's like she just wanted to do everything in life, not just with cosmetology, but she was interested in interested in being a stylist. She was interested in photography. She was just interested in so many different things. Yes. And I'm like, you're going to go far in this world.
Yeah. Don't know Latonia. She actually ended up transferring. She moved further away.
Oh, okay.
She had to move for family situations or whatever. But yeah, she is still just as passionate. Went from pre-salon to out on the floor, the salon floor, and she was doing quite good for a while, but she ended up having to switch schools. So yeah, but she, they're in there and they're doing it. They are they are doing the daggone thing. Like we teach them about. Well, I make sure we show them about branding and starting your careers now and making sure they can start having something the way they're already taking clients and such like that. So, they're excited and they come show me like, oh, look what I did this weekend. I made this much. And they'll tell me about their tips that they making on the floor. Because I'm like, look here, y'all can't be out there being lazy or I'm going to just take one client per day. No. You're going to run this like a real salon.
Right.
And you have one person prepped, another person writing, and you pull in the next ticket. My one of my students loves to come tell me how much she made just this week alone on her tips because she was balling out there. Good, keep it up. That's what I expect from you. Thank you.
But she left an impression on me because she's just one of those people that it's just like her mind was just here, there, and she wanted this, she wanted that, and I was like, ooh, I wonder what happened. I was like,
yeah,
because I'll be talking about the day I went up there, and that'll pop in my head, and I'll be like, man, I wonder what happened to that girl. She's just everywhere with it. But I knew she was going to go far in life because she knew what she wanted. Yeah. But
they did. A lot of them did.
So, what by far has been, because with everything that you've done, it's all combined together, but what has by far been like the best experience, job, whatever that you've done?
Man, Probably teaching. Probably this. Probably this. I mean, I was on a set where I was making $300 a day.
Right.
And, you know, Empire, you need to pay me more because I'm making peanuts. But I love it. I love it. I love my students. I love my students. This has been the most rewarding, the most eye-opening, the most game-changing. It kind of, they inspire me to have, to want to do other things or want to keep going with what I started.
Right.
They never let me forget that I'm still CF Styling Inc. Like they're awesome in that way, and this has been the most rewarding. This has been the best part so far. Yeah.
So what do you have like what's your plans for, you know, the future, you know? I mean, like I said, we've talked about the infused foods and whatnot because, like I said, my 50th birthday is in 2020, and we're gonna have infused foods.
Yeah. By the way, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to put together an Instagram and a website for our little edible business. It'll be called Designer Greens 420 Eat. So guys, check that out. Be looking for that because I really am enjoying cooking. Like I've always cooked. I come from a big family. Shout out to my whole family because you guys are dope and I love you guys. But yeah, I come from a really big family and we do a lot of cooking, a lot of soul food. I have a lot of friends being in this Baltimore art life, you know, who do the vegan thing and everything like that. So I've learned how to cook vegan dishes and different recipes. I love trying out different things. My Pinterest is my favorite thing. My husband fusses at me all the time at night because that is my wind down thing. Like I'll be in my phone and I'm on Pinterest like for like hours unless he's like, can you put your phone down for a second? So I find recipes and stuff all the time. So it may parlay into legit going from beauty straight into just culinary.
Right.
Especially culinary with cannabis. Especially since now, it's just like, it's so well accepted.
Right.
You know, this one is a YouTuber, and like, so he'll show me all these shows like Cooking on High and all those different little high-end cute TV shows with, I mean, excuse me, but white people, you know, where they're like,
you know,
oh yeah, they're just there and they have their like fancy like drinks and having these dinner parties and everything. It's so acceptable now. Before, you looked at stoners like these couch lazy people who weren't making money, didn't want to make money, and all of that. And now it's so well accepted that now everybody wants to get into it when it's something that should have been there.
They had to put medical in front of it.
Marketable.
Yes, well, it's always non-marketable.
But even without it being like medical, like people, I mean, you should see some of these shows. Like we went through a whole bunch of different ones the other night. It's one where this guy is like going around seeking out these different businesses, and it's one where it's this old lady, this grandma who is cooking, and this woman is well known. She cooks soul food dinners with the cannabis and everything like that, and it's just looked at like, oh, this is so cool. She's such a dope grandma and everything like that.
Right.
But if she was black, would it be the same situation? He went to an ice cream shop in Cali, and they're making ice cream with cannabis and everything, and I'm just like, you know, it's it's so crazy how it was just so easy for it to transition in this way.
Right.
But now there's something that you're going to make money off of. So now we're going to take the stigma away to make it easier for the people that we want to build money off of this to make money off of this.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for the insurance companies to finally jump on board.
Yeah, it's but without being too annoyed of the systematic racism that is our country. I'm definitely, like I said, once I started realizing the help that it does and the service that it provides, it adds more into what coming together and what food really does. It does heal, it does comfort, it does bring people together. So the way that they both do that separately, I really want to dive more into that and really indulge in that. So we'll see what that goes. Maybe it might turn into a food truck later. Or anything, I'm open to whatever comes my way.
Pop up shops.
Yeah, definitely some food tasting. Some I have a few vendor things happening, so stay tuned for that. If you follow me on CF Styling Inc., follow me tomorrow on Designer Greens, and I'll keep you guys posted of what's going on and where we'll be vending at and everything like that, so you guys can stay afloat on our next adventures.
Yeah, because it's like I said,
but it is a journey. Yeah, sipping paints, puffing paints. I actually, one of my other side gigs, I actually already do a paint class for Enoch Pratt Library.
Okay.
Normally I am at the one on Govins.
Oh, that's their mom.
Yep, York Road in Bologna. And if you walk in and you see a woman that has my same face, that is my mother. So I normally do Saturday paint classes for them, and that kind of turned into us doing like private paint parties for friends and such. So might turn into some puffin paints later or some different like little events. We just had possibly some good news today, so stay tuned for that also. It's quite a few things in the works. Quite a few.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, the school alone would be like, because it's
every day those girls.
And then you add, in, the new married life, and so it's just funny that it's like, we're going to do this, and we got something else coming up, and I'm like, where do these people find the time of the day? Because I can't. I go to work and
we're up at 6 and going to bed at like 2 most of the time. But it is the life and the hustle, and we love it. And to marry my best friend and my business partner, and everything makes it even better.
Right.
So it's just 2019 has done me so good. It's done me so good. So I'm just, I'm blessed. I'm grateful for everything. Yeah, really grateful for everything, and we're just gonna keep it moving, because we still young. We got things to do, stuff to see, places to go, things to conquer. And we're taking it all. I put up a post a year or two ago, and it said that I'm coming for everything I deserve. And earlier this year, the Facebook memory popped up with that, And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm resharing this. I'm going to reshare it as many times as I possibly can because I am definitely always and forever coming for everything I deserve. Everything.
Right. Because you deserve it. You know? I say that because I'm just in my head going, yeah, well, I know she been through this and 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 this happened and that happened. You know what I mean? So, and you still got a couple more months, so you don't know what else is coming. I'm just saying.
It's been good to me so far.
Christmas present.
We'll see. Yeah, you know.
Present.
We'll see. We will see.
So, you want to go ahead and give out your information again as far as your IG or
so you can find me everywhere and on everything at C as in cat, F as in frog, styling, STYLINGINC, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Pinterest. Definitely. I style men. I have many more photo shoots coming up. All of my print work is everywhere. If you Google me, you'll see my IMDb. You'll see a few of the music videos that I've already done. Guys, before we leave, are you feeling your drinks?
Oh, yeah.
You look like you're feeling yours. And that, yeah, okay, well, and haven't even gotten to the brownie. So this, confirmation, guys, you hear this? You see this? Like, it's a real thing. Lisa, I can see it on your face, and I love it. It makes me feel good. Yes, okay, so.
At least I'm not like I was with the Trashy Treat. I was just dumb. And that was just a little sliver of it, and I was just like, and it was like, yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question, you're gonna answer, then you're gonna ask Kyle a question. So Frank asked me a question, I answered it, and he was like, now you gotta ask Kyle a question. I looked at Kyle, Kyle said, there's nothing behind her eyes.
No, it's done. It's done. It's there. So yeah, and you only.
I had that whole
yeah.
But I was living.
And yep. So yeah, it's gonna hit you real good. You're gonna sleep real good tonight.
Oh, thank God.
Let me know how that.
I gotta be up by 4. I gotta be up. What time I gotta be up? I gotta 5:30. I gotta get dressed and go get Cash and then drop her off and then go to work. Well, luckily,
all your mommy duties.
Yes, mommy and grandma duties all the time because that's what we do.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Well,
so everything CF Styling Inc. Designer Greens with my husband. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
That's what Jay calls. What do you call it? Branding?
Yeah.
He said that's branding.
Bless you. All the time. Bless you. And yeah, I totally, definitely did that on purpose. Everything, even my Gmail is CF Styling Inc. There's no way that you would not know who I am or where to reach me.
Yeah, because I have 3 emails that I use. One is like my personal. Then I have the Bottle Paparazzi, and then I have In the Spotlight. But it's In the Spotlight 127. 127 always has to be a part of everything of mine.
Of course.
It's my birthday.
Yes.
I understand.
So, but I thank you for coming and talking.
I thank you for inviting me. I'm so glad I could treat you guys.
Yeah, I hope that people take advantage more of, your services as far as being a stylist.
Thank you.
But anybody's service of being a stylist. Because the Baltimore look, like you can look at somebody and be like, they're from over west, they're from over east. So
definitely, we don't want to keep that.
They're already, they're trying to make Baltimore better.
More acceptable.
I mean, we don't even need that. It's so much talent here. So we are so filled with love and culture and amazing talent, like good talent, not just people who are here that can rap or they can sing a little bit or they can kind of, do something. We have good talent, like good talent.
Right.
So it's, it's not so much as making it known. It's just, just putting that word out there.
Right.
Putting that word out there and supporting each other. So, I mean, it'll happen. We're almost there. I can feel it. We're on the verge. We just it's there. Like, you can see the finish line. You can see it. You can taste it, feel it, smell it. It's there. It's coming. Yes. So, yeah. Shout out to Baltimore, yo. I love my city. I love it.
I love it. Not from here, but I love it. I know. I've been here since 2003. So
Baltimore paparazzi, lady. That's
right.
it. That's it.
I felt funny being Baltimore paparazzi when I was in Houston, Texas. But I did it.
It's all right.
That's you. That's your brand.
Yep, that's me. That's why people used to say, the Baltimore paparazzi, yep, that's me. I wouldn't even tell them my real name.
Nope.
No, it was like paparazzi. And ever since the paparazzi club happened, I was here before that. I hate. Don't call me paparazzi. I'm the Baltimore paparazzi.
Yeah.
People already confused me with the club. I used to get phone calls.
Really?
About wanting to book a show.
Oh my gosh.
I said,
well, I mean, you got the network. You could probably help them, book a show though.
Yeah, I know enough people. But yeah, so again, I thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us.
Yes. Because he told me he wasn't coming. I was like, he gonna let her come over here by herself?
No. No, the stars aligned the way he could accompany me tonight. So I'm grateful.
So I thank everybody for tuning in. I think the split into 2 videos because it turned off. It turned off at one point. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Then I see I have a text message. Say what.
We'll wait till the camera's on.
Exactly.
Right. Because it's none of your business. But yes.
So, next week, according to my schedule, I think I have Dirt Road. I have to hit him up. Yes, I have to hit him up and confirm that he's still coming. The week after that, I think I have Yellow Jesus.
Nice.
And I can't remember who else.
You need to have Nelly Hendrix, Easy Jackson, All the Way G, Greenspan, Ashley Sierra, Danny Shakespeare, Icon, Blue Ivy, Jazz. I love you so much. I'm so sorry that I almost forgot.
I actually have.
Sheesh. Everybody. DDM. Manny, if you're watching this, Lisa wants you on the show. I'm telling you that for
that would be a very, very, very wonderful show.
Yes.
Because he'd be laughing.
Yes. Come bust the mic. That's what you do.
Right. So I do have, like I said, I got a few people I gotta actually confirm with them because they booked so far in advance. I just gotta make sure that Saturday works for them. I will be on the next in November, like in the middle of November, because I think I'm booked the first 2 weeks. I'm gonna start booking probably 2 artists at a time because it's too long of a wait for people. It really, I say it's too long of a wait. So I've had people like, oh, when you on your show? And I'm like, I'm booked until November. This was in August.
Why don't you do like a post-pre rap battle?
No. At least start getting in the shows like that. There's going to be haters.
I already thought about making that, but I'll tell you that off air too. I don't want nothing recorded.
That's
I got one of your got one of your first artists. I can get Tay Rock and Cave Gang up here. They can have a nice little battle.
I just ran into Tay, but I'll tell you where I ran
into. See? Listen. Yeah, that's family right there. So, shout out Cave Gang.
Yep.
So I will see everybody here next Saturday, 7 to 9, as always. Power 4.4 Radio, the Baltimore Paparazzi,
Yeah.
and we've been in the spotlight all night.
All night.
So
Okay.
thank you everybody for tuning in, and catch me next week.
Thank you.
Y'all be safe, please.
She just looks a little warmer than she looks on most nights.
You and me.
I think